A new study finds neurological symptoms are common in children hospitalized with COVID-19 or MIS-C, but most recover quickly. Researchers from Boston Children's Hospital looked at nearly 1,700 hospitalized COVID patients under the age of 21. Nearly a quarter experienced some level of neurological issues, but 88% of them no longer had symptoms at discharge. However, the remaining 12% developed life-threatening neurological disorders, including stroke and brain swelling. 11 of the children died. The scientists say children with less severe symptoms should be monitored for any long-term issues with cognition or brain development. Rising unemployment and hunger in the U.S. have put a strain on many Americans, but it's also had an unexpected effect. A new spirit of volunteerism is growing across the country. Volunteer organization New York Cares says its numbers have doubled in the last year, and giving back is good for your health. Research shows volunteering can help people stay physically and mentally active. It can also decrease depression, stress levels, and even help you live longer. With many older volunteers unable to participate because of COVID risks, organizations say younger volunteers are stepping up. Medical assistant Taylor started babysitting for healthcare workers who lost their childcare during the pandemic.
A lot of us just have all this free time and energy that we want to spend, and we realize that helping others during a time when people really need it is a great way to maybe direct that energy.
A new generation lending a hand at a time when everyone could use one. Some of the most serious accidents on the road happen when a car collides with a tractor trailer. As Chris Van Cleve reports, a group of lawmakers are hoping to pass legislation they believe can prevent some of those crashes.
When a car hits the side of a tractor trailer, the results can be devastating. The Insurance Institute for Highway Safety says more than 850 people died in 2019 alone in underride crashes where a vehicle hit the side or rear of a semi.
I can't bear that they're not here anymore.
In 2017, I talked to Marianne Karth. She lost her daughters, Annalie and Mary, in an underride crash 8 years ago. The car they were in was hit from behind, spun around, and the back slammed under a tractor trailer. The two girls in the back seat were killed. Marianne, who was in the front, survived.
Their lives were just abruptly ended. They didn't set out that day knowing that their lives were going to be over.
Marianne is supporting bipartisan legislation to prevent these accidents. The bill, reintroduced on Thursday, would require big rigs to have guards like this on the sides to stop a car from going under. It also calls for upgraded guards on the front and back. Critics say the new guards would add weight to a tractor trailer, increasing costs and leading to more trucks on the road.
We've lost almost a life a day to underride accidents in this country.
This is the third time since 2017 Congressman Steve Cohen and other lawmakers have tried to get the legislation passed.
What do you say to the critics that say it's too expensive and hurts their business?
How much is a life worth? A life is worth more than any of that.
The European Union has required side guards for almost 20 years, but they are not mandatory in the U.S.
I know that truck crashes can be survivable.
Marianne believes the safety measure would have prevented her crash and kept her children alive.